Hello guys, this is Bull back with another Fortnite video, and today we have another Fortnite storyline video for you guys today. I'm currently back from my holiday and we're going to be covering every single theory involving this brand new eye that has spawned on our map. Obviously it's been around for a couple of days, but I'm going to be going through a lot of really good theories. You definitely want to listen to this. Right, let's just basically get started here. So basically, let's have a look at the main theories to start with. This one here, a lot of people are saying that this could potentially be Godzilla. Now, the film has already been released, so it could probably most likely not be Godzilla. Now, by looking at the pure size of this eye, to get into perspective the size of this particular monster, it's probably around about the size of Polar Peak itself, like the ice rock. Now, whether this is going to have something to do with a LTM or just something to do with the Fortnite storyline, we don't know yet. Now, basically, if you guys remember, this is the theory that I think a lot of people, in fact, go down in the comment section right now after I've told you this. Do you guys remember this theory? So basically, way back in Season 4, there was a theory where there was a Leviathan that was coming out of Moisty Mire, and it had to work its way across the whole map all the way to where obviously the Viking base is right now. And if you guys can have a look here, what is this, guys? This is the footprint of the Leviathan that we were anticipating. So maybe this whole time this footprint has been on her maps, and you know, it's actually the footprint of this monster. And to be honest, it probably would fit the size that we're looking for in terms of the eye. So basically, obviously the eye, it depends what the monster looks like. It could have really big eyes, but it probably will fit quite nicely. Now, what this thing could be doing is it could potentially obviously breaking away Polar Peak. Now, when this breaks away, it's most likely going to be taking away the castle with it. This could be the size of the whole peak. So basically, if this is the eye, this could actually take away this whole rock. I'm wondering if we're going to start to see other aspects of this showing as, you know, a monster. So basically, if you have a look here, have an actual look at Polar Peak itself. Does this look like some sort of tadpole looking thing? That's its little tail there. That's its body. It could look, it could be a one-eyed monster, guys. It could be a really strange one-eyed monster. We could really have to have a look into that, but most likely, if Polar Peak's going to be getting destroyed, I presume we maybe might see the Greasy Grove come back as well. A lot of people have been looking under the water here, having a look and see if they can see anything suspicious in the water involving other monsters and stuff, but nothing seems to be popping up. I will keep you guys posted on that. Now, obviously, the other theory is dragon eggs. Now, if you guys remember, there was eggs here located in this corner that were actually taken away over to Polar Peak, then just sort of disappeared. Now, they obviously could potentially be the monster's eggs, but to be honest, that's a really small egg for such a big monster like this, and that means that it doesn't really make much sense, because the prisoner would actually brought them eggs all the way over to Polar Peak. Was that to hatch them? We don't know. And if this thing can breathe fire, it would have already probably melted this away. You can see it's actually alive and it's frozen, but it doesn't look like it has any fire aspects to it. But we're really going to have to wait and see here. We don't know what kind of monster this is. This thing could fly, this thing could swim, this thing could just literally walk across the map. Now, if they made a really cool LTM, that would be insane. But I feel like this is going to be another great example, because as you guys know, every single season, the Fortnite team need an excuse to change the map up. Obviously, last season there, we had the futuristic theme that came down, and they changed the map up. Now, it'd be really cool if this changed the map up, so it kind of like destroy the area slightly. That'd be pretty cool to see this. But I really do hope that they bring back Greasy Grove into this. But to be honest, guys, I do hope that the Season 4 theory is true. There could be a potential LTM. There was a leak way back that we had to one team would have to escort, one team of 50. It was actually a 50 versus 50 game mode. One team has to escort the Leviathan over to where Moisty Mire used to be. Obviously, Moisty Mire disappeared way back. I think it was it Season 4 or Season 5 it changed, and obviously we got Paradise Palms and stuff like that. But in terms of that is a huge major thing. We're gonna have to keep an eye on it. Obviously, guys, there is so many fake live streams going on at the moment. In terms of, this is what they do. They'll land you in a stream. They'll be like, "Oh my god, guys! Oh my goodness, guys! Oh my goodness! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!" And they'll get you to spam hype in the chat, and they'll get you to be very active in the, and they'll tell you to subscribe to enter a giveaway. Obviously, I think my viewers probably aren't as gullible as that, but there is a lot of younger viewers out there that do, for some reason, just go. It doesn't make any sense. There's thousands of these people, and I don't know why anybody actually buys it. But anyway, that's what this monster's doing. The eyes actually moves. If you go into your gameplay here, you can actually see it does move slightly, and we're gonna have to keep an eye on that as well. But most likely no more changes involving the eye coming this week. Maybe a little bit, because as you guys know, the game files, there's nothing bigger than this eye in here. When we get the game files that will be updates next week, we'll get an update, and then we'll get a lot of different changes, potentially showing us what this could look like in the future here. So definitely keep an eye on that. This will be changing and slowly melting away and cracking away for the foreseeable future of this season. But in terms of the other things storyline, there's not really much. I can't actually show you this, but there's actually, because I didn't visit it in my game, but there is two stone characters at the other side of the map here, and they have a little stone dog now, and they have they had a kid. If you guys remember the Stone People love story, that was a storyline that we had last season, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that as well, for the foreseeable future of this season. Now, there's really not much else this season so far. Obviously, we're only in week 4. Most of the seasons actually only kick off within week 7. So you can see here, this is actually where the little people are, and you can see their little positions, but they're actually working their way down here, and there's actually a dog now as well. So I'm really excited to see what happens in terms of these guys' storyline. Really excited for that, and I know you guys like these storyline videos as well. I know I do sort of ramble on sometimes a lot in these storyline videos, but I don't actually make them as much as I used to. I mean, I used to make videos on lots of different things in the Fortnite storyline, and I just like to just really sit back and just let everything out. Just have a nice general discussion about it, because there is quite a lot to talk about, and in terms of this, you could literally go on for videos and videos on this particular eye. So many different theories. So the main 3 ones are, it's the egg from the dragons, it's one of the Leviathans, egg obviously from season 4, or it's literally just a brand new monster altogether. People are saying they could destroy Greasy Grove now. I don't see how this could be restored, obviously, because if this melts, it's still going to be destroyed. And it just wouldn't be the same layout. But I would love to see Greasy Grove return in the future of this season, which is going to be really, really interesting to see as well. And, this is going to change Polar Peak. I'm not the biggest fan of Polar Peak, and I don't usually go to the snow area of the map really at all, which is quite sad, because it is a really good area, but a lot of the places down here don't really make much sense, and I would quite like to see it changed. Now, in terms of the secret bunkers, I mean, I've really not made a video on these in a while. What is the point of this? This was actually a huge rock that got melted away last season. Hopefully this has something to do. Every single season, we always think that the secret bunker will have something to do with the Fortnite storyline. It looks like it hasn't had anything to do with any storyline whatsoever. The original secret bunker way over at the other area of the map is still there, even though we had a volcano which came out of the map as well. This thing here is just its own island, and it just doesn't make any sense. Obviously, if you land here, if you guys didn't know, you can go down underneath here and you can actually rift out, which is quite interesting. So you can actually land here, get 3 chests. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 chests here. It's not bad. Rift out and then just rotate someone else. So it's actually not a bad landing location to drop. So we'll just have to see what happens in terms of that as well. I'm super excited for the future of this Fortnite season, but I'm going to leave you guys there for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this Fortnite storyline video. I know there's a couple of theories here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, what you guys think about the Fortnite story. I'm back from my holiday now, so we should be back on track. I'm currently going to go away again in 4 weeks' time, which is still going to be in this season, luckily, so I'm not going to be missing the start of Season 10, but Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.